Hello and welcome again. I know this room is a bit echoey, but it doesn't matter. We're really here to see how this is painted. I'll try my best anyway. We're just going to do a simple watercolour of an inlet, a beach inlet, and there's going to be some shrub in the foreground, a little bit of sand, I would imagine, and also some trees as well, which we'll put in there. I haven't quite finished my drawing. I left a line out, so if I can find it. Oh yeah, here's a pencil. I'll just finish this line up to the tree here. Just some shrubs in there. That's where the ocean finishes. And we've got a bit of sand in there as well. All that's going to be sand. Put some sand through there as well. So if I'm putting sand through there, I can actually take out one of those lines, which I will do perhaps at a later stage. Always good to have a pencil case with you, so you can keep rubbers and bits and pieces in. I might actually take that line out now. Okay. That's our pencil drawing, and we'll get into it now. Okay, I'm just going to wet the sky. I'm just going to wet the sky just in some areas here. Bit of a mop brush here. Don't care if I go over the background hills or there in the mountains. That'll do. Now I've got some colours that I've mixed up here. I've got some Australian dark leaf green here. I've got some turquoise, some cobalt blue, and some yellow ochre. And I might even put a bit of ultramarine in as well from my palette, which is off to the side. Here's my Winsor & Newton palette. And I've got some ultramarine blue right there, so I might put a little bit of that in with the mix. Okay, so a little bit of cobalt blue. And I'm just going to get a little bit of this ultramarine, just a bit of it. Just mix it in a little bit with the cobalt blue. And we'll see what transpires. Okay, I'm just going to tilt the paper a little bit not too much. I'm just going to get some tissue now, just to wipe this brush out a bit. I'm just wiping the brush with a little bit of tissue, just drying it out. And I'm just running the brush through some of this blue now, just to give the illusion of perhaps some distant cloud. And I'll just lift that board just a little bit more, just to let the colour blend through a bit. That will do. That's pretty good. We will just let that dry now and we'll come back. Okay, now we're just going to work on this background hill. Would really call it a mountain, but it could be a little bit mountainous, don't know. I want a little bit of yellow ochre through here. Dry that brush out just a bit more. Okay. Now we want to put a little bit of, blend a little bit of dark leaf green in there. Okay, that's good. We don't want that bleeding in too much, but I think I like that bleed because it just gives the impression of some background trees there, so I might leave that. I was going to take that out, but I thought, no, I'll leave that in there. I don't mind that at all. And we'll darken some of those areas up in a moment. All right, that just gives a little bit of depth there. You've got the yellow ochre showing through, and you've got that growth there as well. And those skies are looking pretty good at this stage. I don't mind those skies at all. I might just touch up a little bit of that sky in there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, all right, so that's not too bad. I don't want that bleeding to continue much further, so I'm just going to lift that a little bit because I don't want those trees to go any higher in the background. So I've just tilted that, these trees here. I don't want them bleeding any more into the background there. All right, so let's let that dry and we'll come back. Hello, welcome back. We're just going to do a little strip of sand now, just in the foreground here. Just a hint of sand there, some growth going over there as well. And next we'll do. All right, here we go with some of the water. I'm going to use a cobalt blue here for this water. And I want this water to be fairly simple. I don't want it to be overly complicated. As you can see there, there's a little bit of turquoise going in there now. Okay, that's good. Now you can see the trees, some of the trees have blended into the blue, the ocean, and that's perfectly okay. That's what I want. I want some of that reflection going into the ocean there. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll leave it like that for now and come back. I've just brought some turquoise just in here in the foreground. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to do the trees next, and then I will do some of the foreground. As you can see here, I'm just before I start on those trees, I just want to fix up a little bit more of this background here, just to give a little bit more definition in through here. Some of these background shrubs and trees. Okay, we're going to start on some of the branches over to the side. I'm going to get a fairly dark brown for this one. I want a burnt umber. Okay, that's fine. That's some branches coming out from the side there. We'll put some foliage on those branches soon. And we might just put just a tiny little bit of black, just some black in with that foliage, just to give it a bit more definition. Just to highlight it a little bit more. Just a little black, bit of black in bits in places, not everywhere, but just in places. That's fine, we'll leave it there. We'll do the other trees on the other side. Okay, we're just going to do these trees. I want a bit of a mixture there of some brown and black. And we just want to come up Right, I think that looks pretty good. Just some foreground trees there. Yeah, okay, that's all right. We'll just leave it at that, leave that dry, and then we'll put some foliage on. Okay. I said I'd put some foliage on those trees. I've instead, which we will do, but I'm going to do some foreground stuff first. I think we'll get into that. So what I want to do is just get some sand going, first of all, and then we'll put the foliage around the sand. I think that might be a good plan. So I've got, I want this to be quite vibrant, so I've got some flesh tint here, which I'm mixing up. I don't care if it goes over my lines here, that's fine. bit strong there. So I'll get a tissue. Bit strong for my liking. There we go. A little bit of yellow ochre, not much. Okay, that'll do for the sand. Now to put a little bit of foliage in. So I'm going to put some yellow tints in first of all. Just a little bit of yellow here. This is cadmium yellow I'm putting in for now. Just in some spots. That'll do for now. See how that goes. And some lemon yellow, a little bit of lemon yellow. Okay. Just going to put some leaf tree green in here now. Some sap green. Back to the Australian dark leaf green. Some yellow ochre in here again. I haven't got much sand here, as you can see. bit of foreground. Don't be afraid to put some darks in the foreground. And just free and easy. You can see everything blending through there. I'm going to be putting the foliage soon on the trees. I just want to fix up a little bit of colour here where it's a bit translucent. So I just want to go over here more. Some areas, not much. Okay, we still haven't finished. We've still got a few things that we need to do. I'll just turn this off and we'll come back in a second. So I've just added a little bit more Australian dark leaf green through here. Soften those edges through there. Okay, I still need to do the leaves on this area up here. I'll just get a bit of an effect before we do the leaves and the trees. Hope this works. That's pretty good. Don't want to overdo it though, so I think I have overdone it in one area, which I'll fix up. Pretty easy. I like that. I'll leave that the way that is. And I'll streak some, with a fine brush, I will streak some green going up through that yellow ochre. Okay, that's okay. We'll just come back and fix it up a little bit later on. All right, let's get some foliage on the trees. So we're just going to have a mixture of green, Australian dark leaf green. Very simple, just a suggestion. putting a little bit of yellow ochre in with the leaves. That's pretty good. That's not bad. All right, so we've done that, and it's just a very, very, very simple scene. I'm just going to dab this because I want to go over this a little bit. Still a bit unhappy. Sometimes it works out straight away, other times no. That looks better. I'll put a little bit of dark brown through there. That's good, just a hint. That's wonderful. Few grasses here and there. And we'll just sign it now. There we go. All right, we'll just take the paper off and have a look. That's the masking tape I mean. Careful to pull away from the paper, remember. Pull away. You don't want to be oh, sorry for the camera shake. You don't want to be ripping into the paper. And there it is, just a very simple inlet, beach cove with a little bit of sand and some brush and a little bit of grassy areas, some brush, a little bit of a walkway, a little sandy path to the water there. Hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe and like and click the bell icon. I'm really needing to build this channel. I'll keep doing as many watercolors as I can. I'd like to keep these going for you. We're all learning together. Myself and you too, we're all learning together. If we make mistakes, that's okay, because that's part of the learning process. Thanks for watching, and we'll have another watercolour demo video up soon. Hey, just a second ago I completed this watercolour painting of a beach cove. If you want to see me doing this painting live in real time, hop on to YouTube and type in Jeff Goodwin Art. Simple.